Welcome back, people. We've got some more Fishing Planet for you guys here again today, and we have shown lots of different videos on, well, I can even talk, lots of different videos on different rods, different setups and all that stuff. So I've shown best spinning rod. I don't think I've done best telescopic rod, so I'm going to be making a video on that after this one. We've done best match rods, I think we have as well. Let me just check. Okay, yes, we've done best match rods. We've done best bottom rods, best carp rods. I've also shown spod rods. So this one is going to be the feeder rods. So buying the best feeder rod here, the Big Ally. I already own one. I'm going to buy another one just for this video. Anytime there's updates on Fishing Planet, we download and install as quick as we possibly can. We try and show you all the new updates. So if you're interested in Fishing Planet, that's a good reason to subscribe, turn notifications on, and make sure you drop a like in the video if this one helped you out. So going into our home storage here, we're going to grab the other Big Ally rod. So I've already got one set up there, but I'm going to put this one on so we have two. I'm going to use two different reels that you're able to use that I'm going to be showing you. So the Hornet Swamp is one of the reels that is going to work. I always max drag everything, so some people don't really understand the max drag, but through this video maybe you might it might help you. So as what I do is I always use max drag on every rod that I use. The reason being is because by me doing that I can actually reel the fish in that little bit quicker, which is always something that you want to do. You don't want to spend too long trying to reel in one fish. It's too time consuming, and especially now that reel drag is a thing, it definitely does take that a little bit longer. So anyway, I'm looking for now common bells. Let's buy a bell for this rod as well. You don't have to do that. I'm just doing that just because I want to show you exactly how I've got it set up. So I'm using 66-pound braid. Again, you don't have to go that strong, but I am, just because we're going to be catching some big fish throughout here. Where's the 5? I cannot see the 5. I'm sure it moved it into my home storage, or did it put it into my backpack? Sure, it said home storage, didn't it? Let me just, oh well, it's there anyway. So I use a closed feeder. The number 5 ounce works absolutely perfect. Again, with my leader, you don't need it as strong, but because I'm going to be catching some big fish throughout this one, I am going to be using the stronger leader, the 70-pound mono leader. Going over to here, we're going to put on a full hook. So I'm going to fish two different places. I'm going to show you both spots. I'm going to show you us catching some normal fish, and then after I'm going to try and get us some of those big fish and show you that as well. And we'll see how well this rod holds up. Now I already know how well it holds up, but just for some of you who have never seen this before, you're going to see it now. So I'm putting corn on there. First off, we're going to start off getting some carp. Okay, let's go there. Anytime I do live streams, I use face cam and mic. Anytime I make videos like this, I only bother using the mic. I don't bother setting up the face cam. It's just quite time consuming. So we are going to go into Michigan, but before we do, I'm going to go into Sand Delta here, buy a license real quick. So I'm going to go to Sand Delta. I'm going to catch some carp there, and then after we will go into Michigan and we'll catch some fish there. So the way I've got it set out, I've got two different reels on both of them, different alloys, Big Ally rods. And both of them I will be able to max it out without the line breaking or putting any damage onto the rod or to the reel. So on this one I've got the Fat Boy Spin 6000, and then on there I've got the Hornet Swamp 4000. So either reel, you can use either one, whatever one you want. It doesn't really matter. They're both you're gonna be able to max it out on both of them without it breaking your line or damaging your reel or your line snapping or your rod breaking. So I'll bring you guys back in when we get our first fish on. And I bring you guys back in. So I've got a fish on. I don't even know if I'm going to bother to fish Michigan, honestly. I don't think I would really need to. I can just show you this place. But anyway, we are catching some good fish here. This one I've been fighting for a short minute. Now this Big Ally rod, obviously you're going to be level 27 to be able to unlock this to be able to buy it. Now, for a level 27 rod, it does take a bit of time to bring in those big fish. As you can see, it's running quite well. Yeah, it definitely takes a short minute to reel them in, but this is a really good rod. If you're a low level, or at least level 27, then you're able to buy this, and I think that this one is a really good rod. I pulled in, I was going to show Michigan, but there's not really much point. Yeah, I'm just going to show you, probably just here, Sand Delta. I've caught some big fish with this rod. Now, I've caught fish, the blue catfish, I've caught them up to 90 pounds. It is able to, you are able to bring in some of them big fish. It's just quite time consuming because the rod is a quiver tip rod and the fish do run really well, so it does take a bit of time to reel in. But apart from that, they are really good rods. So that one was with the Big Ally rod, and that one was the Hornet Swamp 4000 reel. So that one, as I just showed you there, we could max drag it and it didn't break and it didn't damage the line, it didn't damage the rod. Obviously you take durability damage no matter what over time anyway, but yeah, we didn't break the line, we didn't break the reel, we didn't break the rod. So the Hornet Swamp is good, and now we're going to catch a fish here on, now that's the Fat Boy Spin reel. Fat Boy Spin 6000. So either reel will work pretty good, and I was going to say, well, that was pretty fast. Yeah. So we've done lots of different missions all across Fishing Planet. So if you're into doing missions, earning some extra cash and some gold coins and a few other prizes, check out across the channel. We've got loads of missions, even on the most newest lake. We've done all the missions. As soon as there is an update on Fishing Planet, I download, install, and just as it's almost finished downloading, I start up a live stream showing you the new rods, reels, boats, new tackle, new lakes, whatever Fishing Planet has to offer. I try and get them updates to you guys as fast as I possibly can. I always buy the DLCs for the new lakes as well, so, and I'm always quite honest as well. I always say whether I think it's worth, whether it was worth my money or not, whether it's worth you guys spending your money buying the new DLCs when the new lakes come out for you to be able to get in there. I'll always give my honest opinion. I'm not sponsored in Fishing Planet by any sort of way, but I always recommend using premium if you want to level up fast. That's the best way to go. So as you can see here, this is the Fat Boy Spinner 6000 max drag, and again, line isn't breaking, leader isn't breaking, the rod isn't breaking, and nor is the reel. Now, I'm using a 70-pound leader. You don't necessarily need a 70-pound leader. You could get away with a 50-pound leader, even a 43-pound leader. And same goes with the line. You can get away with about 40-pound line. I'm just putting on 60-pound braid and the 70-pound mono leader. That's just because that's what I have to hand. But yeah, you can get away with a 40-pound leader and a 40-pound line. You could definitely do that, and it will work. It will not break. It will not snap. This looks like a good fish on here. Yeah, the Big Ally rod is a good rod. This was a rod that I used quite a lot when I was a low level. So I play on PC and I play on Steam. I play on PC and on Steam. That is the same thing. Oh my gosh, I really can't talk. It's too early in the morning. I haven't had any sleep. Alright, so I play on PC and I also play on PS4. That's what I was meant to say. And I'm max level on both accounts. But I wanted to come back and show this Big Ally rod because there's a lot of people that do watch the live streams when we're live streaming, and they always ask me what rod is good to use and what's the best setup and how do I max drag my rods and reels without breaking anything. We did a stream on that. You could always check it out. I showed many different ways on different rods on how to catch fish without your line breaking off. But it is, since this update has come out, now real drag is a thing. So no matter what, you can not stop that fish from running, pulling out line. But the reason why I still use max drag is because it still makes that little bit easier to reel the fish in. If I didn't have it as max drag like that, then it would take that little bit longer to reel. And when I'm live streaming, it taking longer to reel in, people want to see me bringing in fish continuously, not me fighting the same fish for hours on end. But I do like using rods like this where there's more play in the rod, so it actually does take a lot longer to reel in. Wow, this one's really going good. But now the line can actually pull out. You definitely want to always try and put the maximum amount of line as you possibly can on your reel, because otherwise you will end up despooling. I've never experienced that myself. Actually, I think I did once at the very beginning of the game, at the very beginning when I used to play. But as I've been playing this game now 4.5, nearly 5 years, I've never despooled once. But I got to admit, it has been pretty close a few times. Now that real drag is a thing, it has been pretty close where it has almost despooled all my lines. So make sure you use maximum line. Another tip as well for those beginners, if you don't know, some people do, but there's still a few out there that don't know. I try and mention it every now and again. Using barbless hooks. Barbless hooks are always going to give you a 10% extra XP. It doesn't matter whether you have premium or not. By using the barbless hooks, you're going to get extra 10% XP. So make sure you use barbless hooks. That's quite a big tip for them people that are a low level. Not sponsored, as I mentioned, by Fishing Planet, but premium is always a good thing to get as well. Even me myself, I've got premium for a year. I always buy it as yearly now. I never used to, but I do now. Not because of the XP, because I'm max level on both accounts, but I buy it because I always need cash. If I don't have the cash, I'm not able to show you updates on all the new updates that come out. I won't be able to buy all the new rods and reels and all that kind of stuff, so I've always got to have a lot of cash. But every now and again I come back and I make videos like this where I buy rods that, even though I don't really need this rod at all, this is just to show you how good this rod is. That's it. I don't need this rod. Am I going to keep it? Probably not. I probably am going to sell it on. But I brought it, yeah, just to show you guys how good this rod is. If you're a low level, this rod will do you perfect for quite a while, until you get to at least level 40 anyway. I've caught some big monster carp with this. I've also caught a lot of catfish with it, so I don't know how big this one is, but it's definitely taken a short minute to reel that one in. 27 pounds. Alright, well, that's with the other rod, other reel, should I say, sorry, the Fat Boy Spin 6000, and then on there we got the Hornet Swamp 4000. So both reels will work, and then again with the leaders, you don't need as strong leader as what I put on there. I just done that because that's just what I had. You could probably even get a, yeah, you could probably do the 33 pound leader as well. Using the 33 pound leader with like 40 pound line, that would do the same thing. You won't break or damage anything. So I hope this video did help you out. Subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on so you don't miss when them updates for Fishing Planet drop out. Drop a like before we catch you people again soon for some more fun and games. I'm out.